My name is Bryan Whitledge, and I am the archivist for University Digital Records at Central Michigan University. Today I have a copy of A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. This copy happens to be a first edition from 1843. On top of that, it's a first state, meaning that this book was the first set of the first edition off the presses. And here at the Clarke, we happen to have a copy of it. To know how this book is a first edition, you have to go through what are called first state points. Some of those state points are gone, but the blue and red title page is there. And so that makes it a first state point, because later on they changed to a green and red title page. Dickens wrote this beginning in October of 1843. He worked with an illustrator named John Leech, and it is the first and only time that they used color illustrations in a Charles Dickens book. The color illustrations were notable because they were expensive. He was short on cash, and Charles Dickens was hoping to pull about 1,000 pounds from the profits of this book. He managed to pull about 750 pounds from the sale. So he was disappointed with its commercial success, which is why it's the last time he used color illustrations in one of his books. I think a lot of people love the story of Charles Dickens' Christmas Carol. Well-loved books tend to get destroyed. So it's somewhat rare to find a first edition in extremely good condition. The other thing is that it wasn't necessarily a children's book until later on. So when it first came out in 1843, it was a book for the masses. It's as we move into the 20th century that becomes a children's book. And it has a legacy. If I call somebody a Scrooge, everybody knows that I'm referring to somebody who's miserly. If I say bah humbug, everybody knows that I'm a little disgusted. And if I say Merry Christmas, which has been around for years, after 1843, Merry Christmas became part of the Victorian vernacular for how to greet people. And all of that comes from Charles Dickens' work.